guys, how are you doing today? Remember a couple days ago I talked about how you can use found objects to create art? So I went outside and I found this stick and I'm going to use it to create a bird mobile using Play-Doh, the stick, and some yarn. Your first step is going to be to measure the yarn, see how long you think you're going to want it on your stick, cut it off, and tie it around the stick. I'm wrapping mine around a couple times just to make sure that it stays. You can also, later on when you're gluing the bird on the stick, you can put a dab of glue on the knot to make sure that it never comes off. So that's what my bird is going to sit on. The next step is to make a bird using the Play-Doh. Remember, we have our sphere of Play-Doh and you're going to roll it a little bit. Try to make it into a half moon shape, like a kidney bean. And then what you're going to do is you're going to pinch one side together to become the tail, and you're going to manipulate the other side so that it looks like a head. Remember, not all birds have heads that stick way up from their body. You can just make a fat little cheerful bird. Again, check it from all sides to make sure that it looks good on all sides. He looks pretty good. I'm going to make his tail stick out a little bit more. There. I want to remember to put a beak on him, so I'm choosing another color of Play-Doh. Oops. And I'm rolling a small sphere. And I'm going to turn that into a cone. When you create your cone, if you think it is too big, just pinch off the flat end until you get the size you want. And I'm going to stick my beak on with a little bit of a toothpick to hold it on while it's cooking. You could also just leave the toothpick and have that be your beak if you wanted to. You could choose to add details like creating eyes out of Play-Doh and putting it on your bird. I'm not going to, but you can always use your own imagination. So now I have my bird with his beak, and I'm going to put my stick upright and I'm going to sit my bird on the stick. I want to squish his body down a little bit so that it looks like he could sit on there by himself. Now I'm going to take my bird off. I would put it on a baking sheet with a piece of tin foil protecting it, turn the oven to 200 degrees and bake it at 200 degrees again for quite a while. After a couple of hours, you might want to take your bird, if he's sitting up on the baking sheet, and tip him over on his side so the bottom of him dries also. When your bird is finished, you're going to take your dried bird, put him back on the stick, and glue him on. I used my hot glue gun, so make sure that if you do that, you have a grown-up help you, or you could probably just use some strong Elmer's glue. You could always choose to add details, eyes, feathers, wings, designs, whatever you wanted to your bird. Use Sharpies or any type of marker. I liked my birds plain, so I did nothing to them. And then find a decorative place to hang your birds where everybody can enjoy them. When school starts up again, I'm going to hang my birds up in my classroom. I hope you had a lot of fun using Play-Doh with me and creating fluffy slime and GAC. Next week, we're going to work on a whole bunch of projects that are all going to use glue. So ask your mom to buy you a bunch of glue over the weekend. Y'all have a really good weekend. I'll talk to you again soon.